join the combined band.
.57 degrees, clear skies, darkness settling in. A beautiful night for homecoming at the Den here at Oak Grove as the Ledford Panthers are in town to scratch away at the Grizzlies. Hello everybody, Zach Linfield with you live to kick off the Grizzlies tailgate show. So glad to have everybody along as we get you ready for the Grizzlies and the Panthers. Tonight marks the 7th all-time meeting between the two rivals, with the Grizzlies earning each of the last 5 after dropping the first ever collision after the inauguration of Oak Grove High School. Ledford enters at 3-4 with the winless conference resume. Losses to Central Davidson and Montgomery Central. Before conference play started, the Panthers had won 3 consecutive ball games. The Grizzlies are fresh off pitching a 17-0 shutout of arch nemesis North Davidson last Friday night in Welcome. Overall now a record of 6-1. 5 wins in a row for Rob Creson's club after the early loss to West Forsyth. And Rob Creson and the Grizzlies are juiced up and ready to go as we kick off the Grizzlies tailgate show. Coming up, we'll take a look at the Mid-Piedmont Conference and lay out the expected starters. We'll hear an athletics update from Athletic Director Stan Smith, and then the pregame thoughts from the coach himself, Rob Creson, as the Grizzlies get set to go against the Panthers of Ledford. The second time they've faced a team named the Panthers this year. Ledford is second. High Brighton was up first. 7:30 the scheduled kick time between Oak Grove and Ledford, with a possible pushback with TV being here tonight. An updated look at the Mid-Piedmont 3A Conference is on the backside of this short break along the Oak Grove Audio Network. Little over 19 minutes until kickoff here at Oak Grove as we prepare for the Grizzlies and the Ledford Panthers. It's rivalry night on homecoming night here at the Den. Time for our pregame update on the Mid-Piedmont Conference. The Grove remains the lone one-loss team in the league at 6-1, 2-0 in the conference play. Central Davidson tied atop the conference with a 2-0 record of their own, 4-3 overall. Montgomery Central and North Davidson are both 1-1 in the Mid-Piedmont The Timberwolves, however, a 5-2 record against North Davidson's 2-5 overall through their 7 games played this year. Ledford, the opponent tonight for Oak Grove, is 3-4 overall with a winless tally in conference play, and Ashboro is 0-2 in conference play with a 2-5 year-long mark. Central Davidson has averaged 59.5 points per night in their first 2 weeks through conference play. They laid into Ashboro last Friday night 56-28. Montgomery Central popped out to an early 14-0 lead over Ledford last week. The Timberwolves would hold on, though, through the second half, 35-28 in Thomasville. And lastly, the Grizzlies shut out North Davidson on homecoming night for the Black Knights a week ago by a 17-0 final tally. Here's how the conference slate lines up tonight with just 2 other games, both scheduled for 7:30. 2-5 teams butt heads in Ashboro. The Blue Comets play host to North Davidson. And the other game deserves highlighted attention. 5-2 Montgomery Central welcomes 4-3 Central Davidson for a premier mid-Piedmont clash, with both programs aiming to compete with the Grizzlies as the regular season marches on. The athletics update with Stan Smith, the athletics director, is next as we count down to kickoff between the Grizzlies and the Panthers on the Oak Grove Audio Network. Joins us in the athletics update. Best part of the pregame, right? Stan, these guys, they just keep on winning. It's as simple as that. They've done it in all ways, shapes, and forms, but a W is a W when you're stacking them.
No, that's right. We're rolling right now, and we got a good win last week against the rival North Davidson right across the railroad tracks. So we felt good about that one. Still got some big tests. This one, always a rivalry game is always going to be one that's emotional and tough, so we got to come in focused. Ledford's big rival, 5-6 miles down the road, and we're clicking right now, but we got to stay focused. Finish off these last 3 conference games. Hopefully, looking at the seedings in the 3A West right now, we're sitting pretty, but we want to keep it rolling. Guys are working hard, and we're trying to stay focused. So 3 more weeks, and then we'll have a bye week during that kind of last week of the regular season, and then get after it in the playoffs, hopefully.
It's almost like you know exactly what I'm going to ask next. Back-to-back weeks with rivals. First it was North Davidson and now Ledford. For the folks who may not know, could you provide them a little history lesson as to how these 2 matchups became rivalries?
Right. So geographically, whenever Oak Grove opened up in 2017, and we took half of our kids from Ledford and we took the other half from North Davidson to form Oak Grove. So these communities are very familiar with each other, the Wahlberg, Midway, Welcome, Arcadia communities, and then you got the Ledford communities all the way out to High Point, Hasty, Friendship. Those areas, we're all close. And then, like I said, when we opened up in 2017, those kids formed Oak Grove High School. I'm actually, myself, a alumni of Ledford. And same thing with the coaches. A lot of the coaches had to come over from Ledford. A lot of them had to come over from North.
Coach Creason.
Coach Creason was one of them, and a lot of our staff is from North Davidson. So not only geographically are we very, very close, but, we hang out with the same people. These kids play travel ball with the same kids. Parents know each other. We eat at the same restaurant. So, I like to say it's a friendly rivalry, and, it's grown over the years. Unfortunately, I don't know where it's going to go from here. We're hopefully always going to play, but with the realignment coming in next year, I don't know if we'll be in the same conference as these guys, but we're always down to play these guys because, it's a good rivalry, good teams, good coaches, good fans, so we're excited about it.
Yeah, the kids are neighbors. You got to keep it rolling, especially when the Friday night lights glow as bright as they do when this team comes to town. Stan Smith's with us in the Athletics Update. It's homecoming night here at Oak Grove. Electric atmosphere a year ago when North Davidson knocked on the door. Now it's Ledford. How have you guys recruited the hallways to get students here tonight, and some things maybe you guys did throughout the week to promote this game?
Yeah, obviously it's been a big week. Starting on Monday, we start our Spirit Week. We had themes every week. We had our Powder Puff game. That was successful on Monday night. And then today we had a full day of events with the parade. We had what we call a Grizzly Fest. We had a pep rally. So it was a good day. A lot of people themed out tonight. It's blackout night. So if you do hear this early and you're coming out, then you dress in your black. And we got our OG painted in black tonight. Don't know if you noticed that, but usually it's in blue. But for blackout night, we painted in black, and we actually got a little surprise in store for the football team. So you have to come out and see that when it's time, if you're able to. But if not, yeah, we've had a good week, a good homecoming week, and this crowd is going to be probably the biggest we've had so far. We got finally, school like us where we don't have much alumni yet, just because we had our first graduating class in 2020. But we do have a few alumni. As a matter of fact, we hired our first alumni on the coaching staff a few weeks ago, Tanner Tesh. He's helping with football and he's helping with baseball. Great kid, graduated in 2020. So he came home to work for us. He's done awesome, and we hope to see a lot of alumni here tonight.
Let's take it back a week where rivals came together for the greater good with the rivalry raffle, which you and I have been discussing throughout the entire year. We haven't had the chance yet to talk about the decision to donate the winnings or the funds to the Western Carolina Disaster Relief Fund. I mean, just fantastic effort by both Oak Grove and North Davidson to do that and put the funds forward to a greater cause.
Sure. I mean, I think, it's obviously we're blessed with resources, and I knew it would turn out good. But it was just a critical time that we realized, how blessed our community is. And we just wanted to give back, and it just didn't feel right, kind of doing this. And we got people in the western part of the state that are, going through the struggles they are. So we were happy to get together with North, and it was a no-brainer. It was no decision to say, hey, we're going to give this money to Western North Carolina. So we did well. Oak Grove won, sold more tickets, raised more funds
because of your promotion.
Well, and I appreciate you doing that. That was helpful. But yeah, half of the winnings are going to go to our ticket purchaser that won, and then the other half is going to go to Western North Carolina. And it was just great to be able to bless them and send them. Let me see. It ended up being.
It was Eli Fulcher's mom.
Yeah, it was April Fulcher. Yep. It ended up being a little under $800 that she's going to win, and then we're sending our side of the $800 to Western North Carolina.
There you go.
I can't exactly remember what North Davidson was going to send, but it was good, and it was great to just say, hey, we want to help out any way we can, and this is a great way to do that. So it was a no-brainer. Plus, we had a lot of donations turned in that night. We did a donation drive for Western North Carolina as well, and a lot of people showed out that night and dropped needed items off at the gate.
Lastly, man, with this being my final broadcast of the year, I got to say thank you to you. I know you can see the script out in front of me, but it's a big thank you to you. The hospitality here at Oak Grove has been great from the jump, and truthfully have enjoyed every second of it, and one more raucous atmosphere to go with it tonight.
Absolutely, man. Let me just say thank you. I absolutely loved you being here. You did an excellent job here and on the road. You've been the professional that, I knew wasn't going to be here. When you came in and did it the first time, Zach, I knew. I was like, well, he ain't going to be here long just because he's too good. He's going to move up, and we're happy for you. And hopefully you're going to get me some Detroit Tigers tickets maybe if I come up there one
I can get you. I
one
can get
day.
you whenever you need.
But no, man, you're moving on to bigger and better things. If there is anything bigger and better than Oak Grove High School football, I guess you're getting there. So we're happy for you. You've done an excellent job, and anything we can do for you in the future, man, we're all for it. But great job, and our fans appreciate you, and just we want to say thanks to you.
The only positive about the Tigers losing was the ability to be right here tonight for homecoming night. Stan, always a great time. Thank you.
Thank you, Zach. Take care, buddy, and good luck in the game tonight.
Lineups are next, dying a 7:35 kick between Oak Grove and Ledford here at the Den on homecoming night along the Oak Grove Audio Network.
Leading up to kickoff here at Oak Grove High School, it's a blackout at the Den. Plenty to be excited about with the way their team is playing as the Grizzlies and the Ledford Panthers get ready to meet for the 7th all-time meeting. Now time for the Grizzlies starting lineup. 6-1 record after their win against North Davidson on the road a week ago. Quarterback Grayson Treadway did not need to throw it much, just 5 of 11 through the air. The running back is Carson Williams, still leads the Mid-Piedmont Conference in rushing scores with 13. Sam Bennett, Anthony Giantasio, and Damon Johnson line up at wideout with no Cromer today in the lineup for the Grizzlies. In the trenches, Case Wilson, Keegan Baker, Chandler Hanna, Ben Bower, and Peyton Harold line up left to right as the Grizzlies have taken the field in their brand new all-black uniforms. A surprise from Athletics Director Stan Smith and head coach Rob Creason today. On the defensive side, Jackson Oaks, Ben Bower, Blake Stockstill get the nods up front. Daniel Honeycutt, Carson St. Sing, Bradley Bird, the linebacking core. Bird is closing in on 100 tackles on the year. Needs just 3 to reach that mark. Lathan Pruitt plays the bandit linebacker position. Marquise Harden, Jaden Barnes, Jaden Bowler start in the defensive backfield. And Eli Fulcher will do the honors, putting the toe to leather. In just a moment, you will hear from the head coach himself, Rob Creason, his thoughts on Ledford and the task at hand for homecoming night here at the Den. It is Oak Grove and Ledford coming up next on the Oak Grove Audio Network.
Head coach Rob Creason joins us on the Grizzlies Tailgate Show. Hey, Coach, 15 straight now in the conference, 5th win in a row this year. 2nd shutout of the year last week at North Davidson, just the 9th time in program history. Seems like Coach Maxwell, he's got that defense buzzing at the right time.
Yeah, Coach Max does a great job. Our entire defensive staff does a really good job. Kids are playing really hard, and they're just building confidence in what they're doing, and just kind of keeps growing. And so, they hold themselves to a really high standard, and we hope to kind of keep that thing rolling and keep growing in our scheme and our confidence and just kind of see where it goes.
Last week marked the 3rd consecutive game without 100 yards through the air. It doesn't matter much when you can assert your will on the ground. When you run it 30 or more times, you're undefeated as far back as that dates, averaging 280 yards and 32 points. Seems like a pretty good landmark to hit when you run the ball 30 times.
Yeah, we're going to hang our hat on our run game, the guys up front and our backs, and we feel like they're great players. And so, that's what we want to do. We want to establish a run and play great defense, and we've done a good job of doing that in the past couple of weeks, and hopefully we keep that going.
Dial us in on this Ledford team. On paper, through 7 games at 3-4, it's not quite the Ledford teams with Alex Sanford, the program's all-time leading rusher. Everyone is pretty much new.
Yeah, they're different. It's not as much that one guy they just want to hand it to all the time. They've got a collection of guys they want to get the ball to, and they want to spread it around a little bit more than they have in the past. And so, obviously, we've got to adjust our scheme to that and play to what they want to do. And if our scouting report pans right, then I feel good about what we're doing. So we just got to make sure we eliminate big plays and keep the ball in front of us, and I feel good about it.
Kids are about to walk into the locker room to a surprise. You've been really excited about this. I mean, they're about to walk in right now as we're recording this. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, they don't know, but we're going to get them up with a little new drip, a little new swag. We got some black uniforms, so they're fired up. They don't know what's about to hit them, and hopefully the emotion rises in a good way. But at the end of the day, we got to play football and we got to earn those stripes. So that's the plan.
Homecoming night, rival, raucous crowd, voluminous student section, can't ask for much more. What'll it take? 6 in a row here.
We got to have more points than them. We got to hold our emotions. We got to play the right way, and we just got to get out there. And I tell the guys all the time, for 48 minutes they got to be locked in a cage with us, and we got to be willing to go the distance to get out of there. So that's the plan. We're gonna try to see who wants to get out of that cage, and we'll find out in a little bit.
There you go. Lock the gates on him. There he is, head coach Rob Creason. Grizzlies and Panthers getting ready to go on the Oak Grove Audio Network.
Well, here we go. It's week 8 for high school football in the state of North Carolina. Records typically get thrown out the window when these two rivals meet, particularly when these two continuously compete for the same athletes in each other's backyard. The Ledford Panthers have made the short bus ride into the Den for the 7th all-time meeting between the two enemies. It is homecoming night at the Grove, meaning a rowdy crowd to go along with it on a night that Stan Smith, the athletics director, says is a blackout. And the Grizzlies are suited up to match the crowd here tonight. A surprise from athletics director Stan Smith and the head coach Rob Creason. They surprised the fellas after warming up in their teal tops and black bottoms with black jerseys, new black jerseys in the locker room to come out. And what Rob Creason said, this is new drip for this team, and they're suited in that new black drip. Oak Grove and Ledford ready to do battle here at the Den. 6-1 record for the Grizzlies. The Ledford Panthers march in at 3-4. And as we talked about in the pregame with head coach Rob Creason, it is not the same Ledford team without their all-time leading rusher, Alex Sanford, who graduated this past year and now plays at Mars Hill College. Well over 2,000 career rushing yards. He did not play in the game last season on Ledford's homecoming against the Grizzlies in a game that Oak Grove won 41-7. Well, here we go. The Grizzlies deferred their option to the second half. Eli Fulcher, left hand in the air, trots up to the football, poots it away, and it is Ledford back to return and into the end zone about 3 yards deep. They'll take it for a fair catch. Keon Collier took it, and it'll be first down for Ledford. They'll move right to left across the den to start this football game. The 7th all-time meeting between these two rivals, Ledford and Oak Grove. The quarterback for the Panthers wears number 9. His name is Kason Phillips. He was 21 of 39 last week with 3 touchdowns in their loss to Montgomery Central. The running back is Daylon McClendon. So first down for Ledford from their own 20-yard line. Phillips in the shotgun, hands out in front of his chest. There's the snap, 3-step drop back, arches it down the middle of the field. It is incomplete. Seth Wiley, the intended target. Lathan Pruitt was there in coverage along the left hash mark. It's second down and 10. Ledford faced difficulty very early in their matchup with Montgomery Central a week ago. They were behind 21-0 before they could crack the scoreboard. Final score would end up being 35-28, so they climb back, just unable to do the job. Second down and 10 from their own 20. Snap to Phillips around the right side. There goes McClendon, cuts through defenders, but he's up to the 21 before the Grizzlies are able to knock him down. That's tackle number 98 on the year for Bradley Bird as he closes in on number 100 on the year. Brings up third down and 9 for the Panthers. Ledford showing some tempo. Straight to the line they go on third down and 9. Flanking to the left hip of Phillips is the running back McClendon. He wants it, clapping the snap, rolls out left. Counter handoff, running right McClendon, runs right into the Grizzly resistance at the line of scrimmage, and coming up from the bandit linebacker position is Lathan Pruitt to stick him and make the stop for a loss of a yard. It'll bring up fourth down and 10, and Ledford will be forced to punt on their first drive. A 3-and-out forced by Oak Grove. Ronaldo Ontiveros is out to kick it away. Low snap, swings the right leg. A spiraling kick high into the night sky will bounce at the 47-yard line and spin right there. Oak Grove will be in plus field position on their first offensive drive of the football game from the Ledford 47. This Ledford defense has been susceptible to allowing a ton of points this year. In conference play thus far, 63 points and 35 points allowed for a total of 98 in their 2 conference games. First and 10 for Oak Grove from the Ledford 47. Motion man left to right, Glenn. Treadway, the snap, they gave up the middle. Williams crosses the 45, he's down to the 43. They will gash this Ledford defense if they're able to find a seam at the line of scrimmage. Noah Palmer was there to stop Williams of a first down carry. Gain of 4 on first down. Second down and 6 for the Grizzlies. Treadway a week ago, 5 of 11 for just 37 yards. 4th lowest passing total in the program's history. Snap to Treadway on second and 6. Middle handoff for Williams to the 41. Gain of a yard. He's swallowed up by the defensive front. Trent Silvestri was there to make the stop. Third down and 5 coming up for Oak Grove. Oak Grove was inefficient, to say the least, on third down a week ago. They were 3 of 12 in their 17-0 win against North Davidson. 3rd and 5 for the Grizzlies. Treadway claps, does not get the snap. There is a penalty flag down, and Oak Grove will likely earn a first down. Ledford penalized. It is offside against Ledford for 5 yards, so Oak Grove will move the chains after a false jump of the gun for Ledford. They were penalized 6 times a week ago in their loss against Montgomery Central. There's number 1 tonight. So now from the Ledford 36, Treadway the snap, fakes the give, pitches it left. Glenn back to the line of scrimmage, jumps out left. Now he's tracked down back at the 40. Excellent pursuit by the linebacker Trent Silvestri for a loss of 2. And that'll bring up second down and 12. Glenn got back to the line of scrimmage and then made a jump cut backwards and was taken down by Silvestri. And that'll be a loss of 3 yards on the play. Call it second and 13 for the Grizzly offense. 5 down linemen for Ledford defensively on 2nd and 13. Treadway the snap, slings it left. It's caught by Sam Bennett across the 35. He's down to the 32. Right in front of the Ledford bench. Marshall Brown from his defensive end position was able to get into the hard flat and make the play. Gain of 8 on the play brings up 3rd down and a long 5 for Oak Grove. So Treadway just getting into a rhythm, 1 for 1. Short pass complete there to Bennett. Back in the gun, Williams to his left hash mark, 3rd and 5. He looks right, looks left, now looks back right to the sideline. Oak Grove donning their all-black uniforms today. 4-man defensive front for Ledford. Kennedy split wide right. Glenn in the slot right. Williams to the left hip of Treadway. Glenn motions on 3rd and 5. Snap to Treadway, flips it left. Glenn gets around the edge, spins out of a tackle, back to the line of scrimmage, still working down the sideline. He's going to be short of the 1st down. Chaz Vaughn, the junior, was over there to push him out. And the officials march in to say that Carson Williams, or pardon, Jaden Glenn, was out of bounds prior to the spot where head coach for the Panthers, Chris Doby, is standing. So it's going to be 4th and 5, and here comes Eli Fulcher and the Grizzlies field goal unit from the 31-yard line. This will be a 48-yard try for Eli Fulcher to try to get the Grizzlies on the board here early. Vanoy will snap. Ricky Bell puts down the hold. Kick is up and over, and kick is good. 48 yards from Eli Fulcher, and the Grizzlies have taken a 3-0 lead with 7:58 to play in the 1st quarter. So 3-0 Grizzlies, back in just a moment along the Oak Grove Audio Network. Three 0 Oak Grove, 7:58 to play 1st quarter, and Eli Fulcher, 48-yard field goal, capitalizes off of great field position following the Ledford short punt. Oak Grove got the ball at the plus 47-yard line. And after it looked like they were going to go for it on 4th down and 5, they send Eli Fulcher out there with a short play clock, still run the play, and still hits a string in the middle of the goalposts to give the Grizzlies a 3-0 lead. So Fulcher is in kick formation. There's the run up and the kick from 84. The end over end kick will land into the arms of Ledford's return man Keon Collier, and they'll trot it out to the 20-yard line. This Oak Grove broadcast tonight is brought to you by Grind Daily Coffee. Come on down to Grind Daily Coffee in Midway for 10% off your order with the mention of this ad, or just tell them that Zach sent you. From smoothies to espresso, make Grind Daily Coffee your stop today. Ledford in their all-white uniforms, gray helmets. Oak Grove in their all-new black uniforms, debuting here tonight. 1st down and 10 for Ledford from their own 20-yard line. 3 and out on their first drive. 3-0 Grizzlies. Snap to Phillips. Quick screen left side. Caught by Wiley, the good athlete, to the 25-yard line. Runs out of bounds at the 28-yard line. Picks up 8 on 1st down. And a hand from the Ledford crowd on the far side. Their biggest pickup of the night so far. They'll call it a gain of 9. 2nd down and 1 on the horizon for Ledford. Phillips in the gun. Hands out in front of his chest. Takes the snap, fakes the give. Throws middle. RPO. It is incomplete. Knocked away last second. Well done Aiden Murphy, the safety, was there in coverage of Collier, the speedy wide receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 1 for the Panthers on their next snap. We have not seen their captain and their running back, that's typically the starter, Braden Varner, thus far, who had no rushes of 7 or more yards in their loss a week ago. Their talented senior tailback. It has been Dalen McClendon so far on their 5 snaps. 3rd and 1 snap. Phillips takes it. Option left side. Puts his shoulder down up across the 30 and picks it up to the 31-yard line. Daniel Honeycutt, the defensive end, made the stop, but not after 2 yards and a Panther 1st down. First time they've moved the chains tonight. So up to the Panther 31-yard line. They go straight to the line of scrimmage. Up back to the right side. 2 receivers split wide, right, 1 left. Left hash mark. Snap to Phillips. Straightaway give. McClendon back to the line of scrimmage, wrestling forward before Ben Boulware climbs on top of him. The big defensive tackle not wearing his typical 78 tonight. Is wearing number 99. Picked up an offer from Florida this past week. McClendon got 1 there on that carry. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9 for the Rivals from Ledford. 2 flankers to each side on the 2nd down and 9 snap. Phillips in the gun. Snap fades back. Looking, throws down the sideline. It is incomplete. Collier was the intended target with Pruitt in coverage. Pruitt collided with Collier very early, but no penalty flag down on the near sideline. Pass was incomplete at the Oak Grove 45. Phillips just airmailed his receiver, and now it's 3rd down. Third and 9 for the Panthers. This blackout crowd making some noise here at the Den. Trips receivers right. Snap to Phillips. Clean pocket. Throws off his back foot. Right side. It is caught. High pointing. The ball is Tyson Chavis. He's free. Across the 30. Down to the 25. And down to the 20-yard line of Oak Grove. Phillips off his back foot. Threw a rainbow pass. Caught by Tyson Chavis. He nearly went the distance, and now it's 1st down for Ledford in plus territory. They'll mark him at the 17. 6:20 to play in the first quarter, 3-0 Grizzlies. A check with me to the sideline. Far side for Ledford's coaching staff and their head coach, Chris Doby. 1st down and 10 from the Oak Grove 17. Ledford looking to take the lead here in the first quarter. Phillips in the gun. McClendon sidecar right. Claps his hands. Takes a snap. Gives left side. McClendon shifty running down to the 15 before he is bent over like a lawn chair. Gain of 2 yards on the play. 2nd down and 8. Lathan Pruitt has been all over the place for the Grizzly defense so far tonight. Making plays in coverage. Making tackles at the line of scrimmage and covering up that 2nd level. We've crept under 6 minutes to play in the first quarter. 2nd down and 8. Homecoming night at Oak Grove. A blackout crowd at hand. 2nd and 8 for Ledford. Bullet in the pistol set as McClendon. The up man, Trent Coons, motions right to left, and the back judge has thrown a hanky for a false start penalty. So a 5-yard mark-off moves the ball back 5 yards. And they'll set it up at the Grizzly 20-yard line. On the near side at hash mark, Rob Creason and Gil Maxwell sending out signals to his defense. A 4-man defensive front for the Grizzlies. Coons, the up back, lines up to the right. McClendon again in the pistol. Phillips, the snap. He's back, rolling, escaping, looks, throws, right side, incomplete, in and out of the hands of Talon Beam, the senior wide receiver. Should have been 6 for the Panthers. He had a step on Marquise Harden, the junior defensive back, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 13 for Ledford, their 2nd 3rd down opportunity here on this drive. So far, they are 1 of 2 in this short ball game. The clock is stopped at 5 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the first quarter. 3rd and 13 for Ledford from the Oak Grove 20 after the long catch and run by Chavis. Snap to Phillips. Boots right, looks, throws, and arch to the end zone. It is intercepted by the Grizzlies. Into a blob of black in the right side of the end zone. Intercepted by Jaden Bowler, the safety. Cut off the receiver, Seth Wiley, and an ill-advised pass from Kason Phillips. And the Grizzlies earn a takeaway. They turn away the Panthers on their second drive. So the touchback will put the football at the 20-yard line. The Grizzlies will have it on their own side of the field. Hash mark left side. Snap Treadway, three-step drop, clean pocket, throws it deep right side, incomplete for Giantasio. There was a bubble of coverage between Panthers there, and Treadway airmailed his receiver. It'll bring 2nd 10 to the table for the Grizzlies. Remind you that Treadway was just 5 of 11 a week ago in the 17-zip win against North Davidson. Treadway from the gun, 2 running backs to his left and his right. Snap, give, Williams up the middle to the 25. There he goes, evades the second level. He's to the 35, to the 40. He's gonna skip away at the 45, back to midfield. Carson Williams splits defenders to the 40 and out of bounds at the 39-yard line outside the numbers at the near side. Big run for Carson Williams. 41 yards. They'll slow play for a moment as there is a Panther that has hit the ground. Down on his chest is Keon Collier, the receiver for Ledford, who is in some pain and being attended to by the Grizzly training staff at the numbers here on the near side. Pointing down to his leg. But in the meantime, big pickup for Carson Williams on the ground. The option game was terrorizing for Ledford a season ago when Oak Grove won that football game 41-7, rushing for over 300 yards. Carson Williams had multiple touchdowns in that game. Runs of 19 yards, runs of 52 yards in that 41-7 victory on homecoming night at Ledford. So Keon Collier being checked on here at the numbers. He's on the left side of the number 3 at the 30-yard line. Well, media takes a break. We'll take one too. 4:36 to play first quarter. The score is Oak Grove 3 and Ledford nothing on the Oak Grove Audio Network. So Keon Collier is up and moving for Ledford after the 41-yard carry for Carson Williams. 4:30 to play first quarter. It is 3-0 Grizzlies after the Jaden Bowler interception of Kason Phillips. So from the Ledford 39, snap the Treadway, fakes the give, clean pocket, steps up. Now it's busy, sacked. At the 44-yard line, a pile of Panthers on top of Grayson Treadway. It was at first a clean pocket from the Grizzly offensive line, and then came through was Trent Silvestri for a sack. Loss of 5 yards, 2nd down and 15 being chalked up for Oak Grove. Protecting a 3-0 lead. Their first drive started at the Ledford 47, turned into a 48-yard field goal for Eli Fulcher. 2nd 15 for the Grizzlies. Snap the Treadway, long give, right side. It is Williams, that is Jaden Barnes to the 43. Gain of just a yard, 3rd and 14 coming up for Oak Grove. So outside of the Carson Williams big booming play for 41, the Grizzlies have been bottled up otherwise. 3rd and 14 with Carson Williams to the right hip of Grayson Treadway. They'll check with the sideline. Grayson Treadway looks right, walks up to his line of scrimmage, to his center, Chandler Hanna. Now he backpedals in the gun. He stands at the 48, takes a low snap, back from the pocket, throws middle. It is incomplete. Wanted a screen to Carson Williams, but it was dropped. The interception potentially by Ledford's Braden Varner, who we have not seen on offense tonight, but we've seen play middle linebacker on defense. So the Grizzlies send out Eli Fulcher for the second time tonight, but this time it's for a punt. On 4th and 14, really no other option for Jared Rolfus and the Grizzly offense. The Grizzlies, a whistle, and I believe they were going to fake that play. Ledford called timeout. Their head coach, Chris Dobie, saw something he just did not like. And the Grizzlies had snapped the ball to the up man, Anthony Giantasio. What looked like they were going to put a reverse in motion, and instead, it'll stay 4th and 14, and the surprise is no more for Oak Grove. Timeout on the field, 2:54 to play first quarter, 3-0 Grizzlies. Tonight's broadcast proudly sponsored by Mantle Realty, your hometown real estate experts. Whether you're buying, selling, or just need the advice, Mantle Realty has got you covered. Visit MantleRealty.com to get started today. 4th and 14 for Oak Grove. They are set to punt. Eli Fulcher is in the formation for the Grizzlies, standing at his own 45-yard line. Snap will come from Chris Vanoy off the Ledford 43. Two up men for the Grizzlies, Anthony Giantasio, Lathan Pruitt. There are no Panthers deep to return. Snap to Fulcher, rolls out right. End over end kick down inside the 15, inside the 10, and close to the 5-yard line as the officials run into market. And it'll be marked down at the 5-yard line. So one heck of a punt by Eli Fulcher. And field position officially flipped again. Oak Grove has been playing this game for the majority inside Ledford territory outside of the long pass play from Kason Phillips to Tyson Chavis. 3-0 Grizzlies, 2:47 to play first quarter. Eli Fulcher's 48-yard field goal has Oak Grove on top on homecoming night on a blackout at the Grove. 1st and 10 for Ledford from their own 5-yard line. Kason Phillips in the shotgun. There's the snap, fakes the give, throws middle, incomplete. Fastball through the hands of Seth Wiley. So their most trusted target so far, number 4 in the all-white Ledford uniforms, has dropped 2 passes. And yeah, that one was about 100 miles an hour through the hands of Wiley from Kason Phillips. They had the same issue last week in their 7-point loss to Montgomery Central. From the 5-yard line, 2nd and 10. Snap to Phillips, give around the right side. McClendon running into the Grizzly resistance, back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe picked up a yard to make it 3rd down and 9. Sweeping around the right side and making the tackle was Blake Stockstill in these all-black Grizzly uniforms. The last time they had Ledford in 3rd down and long, it turned into a 50-yard plus pop to receiver Tyson Chavis. 3rd and 9. Phillips in the shotgun. McClendon left. Snap. Phillips in trouble. Throws off his back foot down the middle of the field. It is knocked away last second. Heck of a play there by Aiden Murphy, the safety, to come help in coverage of the senior receiver, Keon Collier, who was down injured just moments ago. And it is a 3-and-out as of now. However, there is a penalty flag down, and quickly the Grizzlies run out to decline that penalty for holding against the offensive lineman left tackle Wesley McCormick for Ledford. So now on tap is 4th down and 9, and the second chance to punt tonight for Ronaldo Ontiveros. He is a skyscraper of a punter at this age. 6'5", 225. The junior swings the right leg. Spiraling kick will land in Ledford territory. Take a bounce beyond the 40 and out to the G in the Oak Grove logo at the 40. 5-yard line, where Braden Varner, the running back, downs it for the Panthers. But the Grizzlies, for the second time tonight, force a 3-and-out from the Ledford offense. Just a minute 49 remaining in the first quarter. The score is Oak Grove 3 and Ledford nothing. Eli Fulcher's 48-yard field goal put them on top on their first drive. So here come the Grizzlies. The duo of Treadway and Williams stand at midfield. Low snap, Treadway picks it up off the ground, flips it right. Giantasio running to the 40, splits defenders to the 35 and rumbles down to the 32-yard line. That'll be an Oak Grove first down, picked up 13 on the play, and the Grizzlies move the chains. Lots of Panthers playing both ways in this game as officials come together. A late penalty does come in. It's a penalty for holding against the Grizzlies. So they'll march him back to the Ledford 46. And instead of first down inside the 35, it is first down and 11 from the Panther 46-yard line. Hash mark right side. Treadway in the gun. Giantasio motions in orbit. Snap. Treadway. Give. Middle. Oh, Williams is hit hard at the 45-yard line. Picked up a yard. Trent Silvestri laid the boom into the running back for a gain of a yard. Second down and 9 coming up. They'll give him the 44. Clock melts below a minute to play in this tight first quarter. Second and 9. Two receivers split wide left, two to the right for Oak Grove. Another low snap. Treadway slings it right. It is caught inside the 40 and down to the 37-yard line. There's Keon Collier again making a tackle for the Panthers. It'll bring up third down and 2. And at this point, you'd expect Oak Grove to keep it on the ground. Where is number 2 and how can they get him in space? Carson Williams like a ticking time bomb in the backfield. He's already exploded for 41. This next snap will come off the Ledford 36, and it looks like Oak Grove has no intent of snapping the football below 10 seconds here in the first quarter. And here come the Grizzlies walking to the close sideline. So the clock has hit zeros in the first quarter. The score, Oak Grove 3 and Ledford nothing. A much better start for the opposing Panthers versus their start against Montgomery Central a week ago. 3-0 Grizzlies as we've hit the second quarter along the Oak Grove Audio Network. Start of the second quarter here at the Den. It is Oak Grove 3 and Ledford nothing. 48-yard field goal, the only score off the foot of Eli Fulcher in the first quarter, but a big-time interception from Jaden Bowler, the short right corner of the end zone off of quarterback Cason Phillips, as Oak Grove staring down the barrel at third and what they'll call 1 from the Ledford 36. Both teams still in their huddles on their respective sidelines. The Grizzlies are no stranger to the big play against Ledford. Last season in particular, Sam Bennett, a 62-yard rush for a score. Carson Williams, 52 yards. Williams also had a 19-yarder a year ago as well. He's got a 41-yard carry in his back pocket so far tonight. 3rd and 1 for the Grizzlies from the Ledford 36. 2 running backs in the backfield. Snap to Treadway, give up the middle. First down yardage down to the 33-yard line. That's Jaden Barnes on the carry. They use Carson Williams as a decoy on the 3rd down snap. The triple option worked to perfection again. There is a late penalty flag in there as well. Here is the call for Michael Ross. And it's for a face mask against Ledford. So march off another 15 for the Grizzlies. Officially now the 18-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the Panther 18. Strong pistol backfield for Grayson Treadway. There's the clap in the snap. Fakes the give, sets his feet, fires a rifle to the left side. Caught inside the 5. Touchdown Oak Grove. It's Sam Bennett splitting defenders for an 18-yard score. And the Grizzlies have taken a 9-0 lead at the Den. Team leading 8th touchdown for Sam Bennett. 18-yard RPO strike from Grayson Treadway to Sam Bennett. And the Grizzlies have earned a 2-possession lead on homecoming night. Now to add the extra point. Vinoy to the outstretched arm of Bell. And the boot from Eli Fulcher makes it a 10-point lead for Oak Grove with 11:28 to play in the 2nd quarter. 2 plays after the break of the quarter, and the Grizzlies are in double digits first tonight. So they use Carson Williams multiple times on that drive as a decoy. And then they turn to the pass, in which Grayson Treadway, as of late, has not been efficient through the air. Last week, 5 of 11, 37 yards. The Grizzlies have thrown for less than 100 yards in each of their last 3 ball games, 37 a week ago, marking the 4th lowest total in program history and their lowest since a win against Central Davidson in March of 2021, when Connor Creech threw for just 28 yards. The Oak Grove Male Athlete of the Year in the 2023-2024 school year. So Eli Fulcher finds his landmark. Beyond the 35, there's the run up, there's the kick off the 40, and his end-over-end boot will land into the arms of Keon Collier at the goal line, which marks a touchback, and the Panthers will take over from their own 20-yard line. 2 first downs achieved tonight for the Panthers. But on their 2 other drives, they have gone 3 and out on the volition of the Oak Grove defense getting to the ball quickly. They have been stride for stride with Ledford receivers, and they have been filling holes tremendously in the run game. So senior quarterback Kaysen Phillips is back in the gun for Ledford. Snap floats back, fakes the give, RPO of their own left side. That is caught across the 35 and up to the 37-yard line. Adam Greer, the freakish athlete for Ledford, picks up a first down. That's a gain of 18 yards and a Ledford first. Apparently the kid can windmill dunk, and he's got hops like a bunny. First down and 10 for Ledford from their own 37. Snap. Play action off his back foot. Phillips throws deep middle, caught by Greer again. Inside Oak Grove territory, down to the 35-yard line. Every little bit of 6'4", 185, and the junior, another high-pointed catch for Ledford, and the Panthers are marching on Oak Grove on their 4th possession. 10-0 Grizzlies, 11 minutes to play, 2nd quarter. Kuntz, the up back, motions left to right. Low snap, Phillips, boots to the right. Pressure comes, throws into the flat. It is bobbled and caught inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. Talon Beam finds himself in the Oak Grove sideline, right in front of head coach Rob Creason and the black-clad Grizzlies today. They'll mark him at the 28, 3 yards shy of a Panther first down. The tempo is way up for Ledford on this drive. McClendon sidecar right to Phillips in the shotgun. Hands extended, clap in the snap. He's back, throws off his back foot again into the flat. It is almost picked off by the Grizzlies, right through the hands of strong safety Aiden Murphy. That had pick six written all over it for Oak Grove, and instead it brings up 3rd down and 3. Man, Aiden Murphy read Kason Phillips like a book, and the spiral went right through the outstretched arms, and Ledford maintains possession and an exhale from the quarterback. They'll send 2 receivers wide to each side. The 3rd and 3 snap. The screen pass left. It is dropped. Vaseline on the fingers of Tyson Chavis, who had the long reception on the previous drive for the Panthers. Now 4th and 3, and Ledford keeps the offense on the field from the 28-yard line. Oak Grove shows a 4-man front, press coverage across the board. Phillips looks left in the white uniforms for Ledford. Bradley Bird barks out the signals to the Grizzly defense. Wiley is right. Beam is right. There's the snap to Phillips. 3-step drop, throws middle. It is caught. Oh, what a ball from Kason Phillips right into the arms of Tyson Chavis, and they roll the dice with the sophomore receiver again. It's a big pickup for the Panthers inside the Grizzly 10-yard line to the 8. Aiden Murphy was blanketing him in coverage. Didn't matter. 1st and goal for the Panthers. They go straight to the line. Snap from Guevara. Taking it up the middle. Phillips is wrapped up and then smacked down. Well done by the Grizzlies to be right there on the quarterback keeper. Jackson Oakes was the Grizzly there to provide the initial blow, and then help came from the far side. No gain on the play. 2nd down and goal from the Grizzly 8-yard line. It is Oak Grove 10. It is Ledford nothing. Under 10 minutes to play 2nd quarter. Phillips in the gun. The bullet in the pistol is Dalen McClendon, the running back. Snap to Phillips, straightaway give. McClendon sneaks through Grizzly defenders, down to the goal line, he's in. Touchdown, Ledford. An 8-yard touchdown splash for the Panthers. And they scratch away at the Grizzly 10-0 lead. 9:36 to play here in the 2nd. Jesus Guevara will snap it to the quarterback Phillips, who puts it down, and the kick is pure from Graham Mitchell, the junior kicker. And it gives the Ledford sideline something to roar about. The new score is Oak Grove 10 and Ledford 7. Back and forth on the pendulum we go on homecoming night. We'll be right back on the Oak Grove Audio Network. 10-7, Oak Grove with the lead. Here comes the kick off the 40-yard line from Mitchell. He swings the right leg, and it'll land in the arms of Bowler. Takes that across the 10-yard line to the 20, outside of the 25, across the numbers to the 30. There he goes to the 40, outside the numbers again to the 45-yard line, and that's where the Grizzlies will start their drive. Heck of a return from Jaden Bowler, who's been an ace on special teams so far this year for the Grizzlies, and again, perfect field position for Oak Grove. So 10-7 Grizzlies, 9:27 to play, second quarter. Treadway in the shotgun, takes the snap, gives to the left side. Williams runs right into the Panther defense. No gain on the play at the 46. Braden Varner was there to rip him down. Bit of a generous spot from the officiating crew to give him 1 yard. And to bring up second down and 9 for Oak Grove. So a passing strike has Oak Grove on the board. Ledford flipped it, a running score for them on 2nd and 9. Treadway, the snap, boots left, sets his feet. Now he rolls out right, he's in trouble. He's gonna tuck it and run across the 50. First down yardage, 40. Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. He is shoved out of bounds on the far side by Christian Pratt. And the Grizzlies pick up a first down to the Ledford 34. First time that Grayson Treadway has taken off tonight. A very capable runner, Rob Creason, and the offensive coordinator, Jared Rolfus, love the way this kid runs the ball, a lot like Connor Creech the past 3 seasons. First and 10 from the 34, snap the Treadway off his back foot, throws into the flat, wide open, caught Sam Bennett inside the 20, being brought down by the atlet of his shoe at the 18-yard line, and the Grizzlies move the chains for a second consecutive play. 14 yards to Sam Bennett to the 18, and here come the Grizzlies right to the line. Treadway approaches Chandler Hanna and the offensive line. On first down, 2 running backs in the backfield. Treadway the snap, flips it left. Carson Williams, tons of room inside the 10, stutters inside the 5, dives to the pylon. Touchdown, Carson Williams. 18 yards for the senior running back. He's got his 14th rushing score of the season, and it's Oak Grove 17-7. Back-to-back drives for the Grizzlies with scores from 18 yards out, and they counter the Ledford score in the blink of an eye. Now for the extra point. Vinoy to snap, Ricky Bell extends the right arm, snap down, place is good, kick is up, and it is good as well from Eli Fulcher to make the score. Oak Grove 17 and Ledford 7 with 8:17 to play in the second quarter. You can take a breath for just a moment. Oak Grove leads by 10 on the Oak Grove Audio Network. .17 to play in the second quarter on homecoming night as they host the rivals from about 5 miles down the road, the Ledford Panthers. Oak Grove's scoring drive was a quick one, 4 plays. They go the distance of 64 yards. Carson Williams, 18-yard touchdown carry to give him the 17-7 lead. Landmark found for Eli Fulcher. Run up and the boot with the right leg. As Keon Collier waits for it. Nope, that is Adam Greer taking it out to the left side. Shoves away his own man. Backpedals back to the 10. Oak Grove there in pursuit. Jaden Barnes is there. Stiff arms at the 15. Still on his feet, Greer sidesteps the defender to the 22-yard line and taken down at the 23. Oak Grove finally made the tackle. Nolan Collis was there to rip him down. I mean, the kid's a freak athlete. And they substituted there. Greer came in for Collier, who's been doing it well on both sides for the Panthers. So best starting field position for Ledford so far. From their own 23-yard line. Says something about the special teams unit for Oak Grove. 1st and 10 for Kaysen Phillips in the Panther offense. Snap to him, quarterback keeper up the middle, going nowhere. Ledford was unable to block the defensive front. None of the Grizzlies even had a hand on him. And the quarterback blast goes for nothing. Kaysen Phillips taken down at the line of scrimmage. You can pretty much tag that tackle to all 4 members of that Grizzly defensive front. Oaks, Wagner, Stockstill, and Boulware. 17-7 Oak Grove, 7:30 to play second quarter. Phillips in the gun, 3 receivers right. Snap to him, throws middle, caught Wiley. 27-yard line. These short passes, these RPOs are a puzzle for the Grizzlies to figure out. Keenan Larking there to make the tackle for Oak Grove. It brings up 3rd and 6 for Ledford. To the line go the Panthers. Phillips is ready for it. Calls out the signal, takes a low snap. He's back, throws a screen left side, drops by Greer, and the drop bug continues to really hurt Ledford in this ball game. Kaysen Phillips is standing like the Slender Man at the 20-yard line, just staring at his receivers like, guys, come on. Put some spider tack on the gloves or something. That is the 3rd drop by a Ledford receiver today. So 4th down and 7, a long 6, and Ledford is aiming to go for it. Dangerous territory with the ball set up already at their own 27-yard line. Snap, Phillips is just gonna boot this one away. That's a heck of a play call. Rolls end over end inside the 35, inside the 30, and down to the 27-yard line. There is a flag down on the near sideline, and I think the Grizzlies likely ran onto the field a little prematurely. It is a sideline warning against Oak Grove. So they will start at their own 27-yard line. So the pooch kick from quarterback Kaysen Phillips flips the field, and Oak Grove will start at their own 27-yard line. Treadway to his offensive line, backpedals into the shotgun, takes a low snap, slings it left, caught Giantasio at the 25-yard line, stutters up to the 30, and hot foots it out of bounds at the 33-yard line. So Giantasio takes a quick pass and picks up 6 yards on the play. 2nd down and 4 coming up for Oak Grove. Treadway back in the shotgun again. Tight formation all around for the Grizzlies. Snap to him, give Williams, bounces off his own offensive lineman. He takes a shift left to the 45, got the near sideline, hot foots it inside the 30. He's off to the races, 20, 10, touchdown Oak Grove. However, there is a hanky at the 47-yard line, and this one's gonna come back. This one's gonna come back. Would have been 24-7 Oak Grove, a 67-yard score from Carson Williams. However, there is a penalty flag 3 inches from the Oak Grove sideline. And Anthony Giantasio is the one that looks guilty. He's receiving pats on his helmet so far from his teammates. And it's holding against Giantasio. First time the kid's been penalized all year, and it negates a 67-yard rushing score. It will give Oak Grove a first down. It'll be marked off from the spot of the foul. And it will give the Grizzlies a first down at their own 43-yard line. So Giantasio called for the chop block penalty. Not holding, it's called a chop block on Giantasio. So 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line. Treadway takes a snap, slings it left, caught by Bennett across the 45, and he's out of bounds at about the 46-yard line. He was ushered out by Collier. Gain of 3, 2nd down and 7 for OG. Straight to the line go the Grizzlies. 6:13 clock, stop, 2nd quarter. 17-7 Oak Grove. Carson Williams lines up behind Grayson Treadway. Orbiting in motion is Giantasio. Snap, Treadway fakes the give, pumps it left across the 45. He's across the 40, and he stumbled down at the 37-yard line. Shoestring tackle made by captain linebacker Gunnar Broom, but it's a first down for the Grizzlies to the Ledford 37. Once again within striking distance, and there's a flag down for a sideline warning against Ledford. Trading sideline warnings in these past few minutes. So no penalty yardage added on. 1st and 10 for Oak Grove. Carson Williams to the right of Grayson Treadway. Snap to Treadway, middle give, Williams around defender, still carrying him inside the 30 and down to the 26-yard line. Man, he is the smallest one on the field, and he is carrying linebackers like a wagon through the secondary. 5'7", 160, and the senior back is looking for his 6th 100-yard game of the season. From the 28, Treadway the snap, option left. Giantasio shifts around defenders. He's out of bounds at the 22-yard line. Asserting their dominance on the ground. That one's good for 5. 2nd down and 5 for Oak Grove. They'll give them 6. Call it 2nd and 4. The Grizzlies settle into their offense. 3 receivers flanking wide right. Snap, Treadway giving, left side, Williams to the 20, steps inside 15, still moving across the secondary and taken down at the 12-yard line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Panthers to finally make the tackle. Silvestri was the one at the bottom of the pile. It's been Collier, it's been Silvestri for Ledford tonight to make the majority of tackles for the Ledford defense. Carson Williams to the sideline. Jaden Barnes comes into the game. 1 rushing score to his name this year. From the Ledford 12, snap Treadway, fakes the give, option left. Jaden Glenn inside the 10 down to the 8-yard line. Numbers to the near side. Pushed out of bounds finally by Noah Palmer. Gain of 3, 2nd down and 7. The Grizzlies can still pick up a first down if they're able to reach the 2-yard line. 4:57 parted remaining in the 2nd quarter. Treadway in the shotgun. Looks behind him to his left. Oak Grove inside the Mantle Realty red zone. On 2nd down and 7 from the Ledford 9. Carson Williams the back to his left. Snap, Treadway, fakes the give, pitches left, Giantasio inside the 5, tiptoes the sideline, touchdown, Grizzlies! 23-7, Anthony Giantasio, his first touchdown of his senior season, and the Grizzlies have extended their lead to 3 possessions. Triple option works again for Oak Grove. Dial up the fake to Carson Williams, pitch it to the speedy Giantasio. Eli Fulcher for the extra one. Good snap, good hold, kick is good, and officially it's 3 possessions. 24-7 with 4:52 to play in the second quarter. The Grizzlies dominating on the ground again against Ledford on the Oak Grove Audio Network. Oak Grove. Another rushing score for the Grizzlies. They've got 1 through the air. They've got 2 consecutive on the ground. Carson Williams from 18 yards out, and now Anthony Giantasio, the first touchdown of his senior campaign, is good from 9 yards out. Eli Fulcher on to punt it away. His mother, April Fulcher, won the 50-50 raffle benefiting Western Carolina's Disaster Relief Fund after Hurricane Helene just a few weeks ago, as Oak Grove did take the rivalry raffle from North Davidson. Little over $1,000 was donated to the cause. There's the kick from Fulcher. It is into the arms of Seth Wiley, and it's a touchback. And Ledford will take over from their own 20-yard line. 24-7 Oak Grove, 4:52 to play in the second quarter. The score was 3-0 after 12 minutes of play here at the Den in a blackout crowd on homecoming night at Oak Grove. Here come the Panthers, first down and 10 from their own 20-yard line, and the shotgun is Casey Phillips. To his right is Dalen McClendon. Snap, Phillips fakes the give, throws right side, caught across the 25, stiff arming to the 27, looking back inside and getting to the 30-yard line is Talon Beam, senior receiver, close to a first down, and they will give it to him. Exactly 10 yards on the play. Bradley Bird makes his 100th tackle of the season in the flat on the near sideline in front of his own teammates. The down marker says second down and 1, and the officials confirm it is a first down. So we will wait on the chains to be reset, and the clock stops momentarily. Here they come again to play. 4-man defensive front for Oak Grove. Zone defense being shown. Snap, Phillips off his back foot, throws left side, caught again. This time it's Greer across the 40, back outside to the 45, and the numbers taken down at the 48-yard line, shy of midfield, but a first down for the Panthers. That one's good for 18 yards and a Ledford first. So Adam Greer, the freak athlete for the Panthers, has been a problem, and Oak Grove is forced to use a timeout to slow down the pace from the Panther offense. So a 24-7 advantage for Oak Grove. They'll take a moment to catch their breath on defense. Ledford has been unable to run the ball. They've got less than 10 yards rushing so far tonight. But through the air, a long catch for Tyson Chavez. Couple of nice grabs from Seth Wiley. A long one to Adam Greer, 2 of them in particular. The kid continues to prove he deserves playing time. He's a junior wide receiver that Oak Grove said they would love to have here, particularly on the basketball court, because of the kid's ability to jump out of the gym. First down and 10 from the Ledford 49-yard line. Panthers have it on first down. Phillips in the shotgun, McClendon behind him. Snap, Phillips straightaway give, McClendon runs right into the Grizzlies for no gain. Blake Stockstill, Kyle Wagner combined on the stop. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 10. This crowd tonight has filed in nicely on what they call a blackout at the Den. Most of the crowd following suit, but a late call for it on homecoming night. The student section followed suit for sure. They're packed up to the brim today here at Oak Grove. Celebrating homecoming. Snap to Phillips on 2nd and 10. Off his back foot, throws to the sideline. Pass is incomplete. Penalty flag comes down. Greer, the intended target. Marquise Harden was out there in coverage, and now it's who grabbed who. They were fighting the entire way, face mask to face mask. And the call is for holding against Oak Grove. 3:42 to play, 2nd quarter, 24-7 Oak Grove. As they march it off, it'll be 1st down for Ledford at the Oak Grove 41-yard line. Ledford looking for a big strike at the end of the half. Oak Grove gets the football to start the 2nd. 2 receivers split wide to each side. Up the left hash mark, 1st and 10 from the 41. Throwing left side, Phillips. Oh boy, Seth Wiley was blown up behind the line of scrimmage, but the pass was forward. That is one heck of a hit that Marcus Harden just put on Seth Wiley. That is all film work from the Grizzlies defensive back. Reading screen the entire way, and Phillips threw it right to the chest of Wiley. Would have lost 2, so would drop us to the benefit of the Panthers. 2nd down and 10. Phillips settles in, hands out in front of his chest, clapping the snap, 3-step drop, off his back foot, swings it left to McClendon, across the 40 and down to the 35-yard line. 2 penalty flags come soaring in, and we'll have to check the flags. Good for 6 yards went McClendon, would have brought up 3rd down and 4, but the penalty is for holding against Ledford. Two teams trading penalties on this Panther drive. Rivalry night in the Mid-Piedmont Conference. Couple of games still rolling along. Montgomery Central and Central Davidson duking it out. North Davidson and Ashboro doing battle as well. So now back inside Ledford territory at the 49-yard line. It is 2nd down and 20. Snap, Phillips, straight drop, airs it out, middle. It is intercepted by Lathan Pruitt. Just backpedaled and made the play at the 25-yard line. There is a flag down again. Plenty of laundry to do tonight for these officials. The penalty sits at the hash mark at the 46. This time it's a holding penalty against Oak Grove. So 3 holding penalties in the matter of minutes. 2 holding penalties against the Grizzlies, 1 against the Panthers, and back and forth we go like we're running gassers. So 2nd down and 10 from the 41, they say. Phillips the snap, flips to Wiley, back around the left side. Wiley keeps it on a reverse to the 45-yard line. He's barreled over. There's Bradley Bird making the play back at the 45. Kid just doesn't stop making plays. Loss of 4. We'll see if Oak Grove can get off the field on 3rd down without another penalty call. 3rd and 14. It's been a penalty-happy refereeing crew tonight. 2nd quarter, 24-7 Grizzlies. Cason Phillips, the quarterback for Ledford. His heels at the 50. Takes a low snap, straight drop, pressure comes, throws right side. It is caught by, oh no, dropped by Wiley. Smacked away by Keenan Larking at the last moment. Was well short of the 1st down marker, and on 4th and 14, currently the Ledford offense is on the field. Ronaldo Ontiveros, the punter on the sideline, shows no intention of taking the field. Fourth down and 14 for Ledford from the Grizzly 45. The Grizzlies get an early start. Daniel Honeycutt jumped the gun. It looked like he got back on side, but an offside penalty against Oak Grove will now make it 4th and 9. Penalties galore in this second quarter. So 4th and 9 from the Grizzly 40 for Ledford. Phillips in the gun, McClendon to his right, 2 receivers split wide to each side. 4-man defensive front for the Grizzlies, 2 deep safeties showing man coverage across the board. And Ledford calls timeout as the play clock approached 0. So back and forth we go in this game. It's 24-7 Oak Grove, but this drive has taken seemingly forever because of the penalty flags that we've seen. It's certainly been a grind on this Ledford drive, and this Oak Grove broadcast is brewed to you by Grind Daily Coffee. Come on down to Grind Daily Coffee in Midway for 10% off your order with a mention of this ad, or just tell them that Zach sent you. From smoothies to espresso, please make Grind Daily Coffee your go-to stop today. 24-7, Oak Grove looking to advance to 7-1. We're in the second quarter at the Den. Ledford looking at a 4th down and 9. Their second go for it on 4th down so far. Well, technically their first. They kept their offense on the field on their previous drive. And a little pooch kick from the kicker, the quarterback, Kason Phillips. 4th and 9. Adam Greer motions left to right across the set on 4th and 9. The snap. Back, Phillips throws deep left side, got a man out there, it is incomplete. He left it shy of his target. Seth Wiley was the target out there. He had him by a step. He had Marquise Harden beat in coverage, and Phillips threw it well short of his target. A turnover on down, 1st and 10 for Oak Grove. Running the ball has been the solution to Oak Grove's throwing problems these past few weeks. 1st down and 10 from their own 40. Low and outside snap to Treadway. Rolling left, steps back up, evades pressure right. Still looking, penalty flags are down. Arches it deep to Sam Bennett. He caught it inside the 30, to the 20, to the 10. It's a touchdown for the Grizzlies. However, 3 penalty flags are down between the 45 and 35. On the right side of the field. This one's coming back regardless. There was a 2-car pileup at the 40-yard line on what was an Oak Grove hold. First penalty, an eligible receiver downfield, and the second one is a hold. And the 3rd holding penalty in the last 2 minutes of gameplay against Oak Grove. Penalty flags galore in this second quarter. So back to the 30-yard line. Grayson Treadway showing off the gun. Snap to Treadway. Give on 1st down and 20 to Carson Williams. Evades defenders to the 40. He's off to the races. No one's going to touch the speedster. Outside the numbers. High-fiving to the 15, 10-5. Touchdown, Oak Grove. 70 yards to Carson Williams. Oh, man! Like an Olympic track runner, Carson Williams lights up the scoreboard to make it 30-7 Grizzlies. They said, you can penalize us all you want. We've got some more in the back burner. 1:52 to go in the second. Eli Folger to capitalize on the score. The kick is up and it is good. 31-7 Grizzlies. Carson Williams strikes again. Rushing touchdowns 14 and 15 for the senior back. And it is a 31-7 homecoming lead for the Grizzlies as Ledford gets it back, looking to score before the break on the Oak Grove Audio Network. .152 to play, second quarter. It is the Grizzlies 31 and the Panthers 7. Eli Fulcher has got it teed up at the 40 at the right hash mark, run up and the kick. It is a short kick, and Seth Wiley will take it at the side. Why did he catch that football back at the 10? He could have let that ball go out of bounds, and Ledford would have started with it at the 40. Instead, Seth Wiley on the sideline made the catch, and the Panthers will take it from their own 10. An inexperienced punt returner, not knowing the place and the time to try and take that one out, with the Grizzlies bearing down on him. So 70 yards on the ground for Carson Williams to make it 31-7. Phillips in the gun, takes a low snap, back to throw, spins it left, caught. That is Greer again for a first down, picked up 13 and a Ledford first. Up to the 24-yard line. Ledford goes straight to the line. They've got one timeout left, trailing 31-7. Snap to Phillips, chest high, he's back, throws it right, penalty flags are out, caught by Chavis, spins it back inside the 25, or pardon, across the 25 and out to the 27-yard line. Ushered out of bounds by Keenan Larking and Aiden Murphy, but there are penalty flags down at the 25-yard line. Illegal formation there is the call against Ledford. Penalty happy second quarter continues. If you were to look at the scoreboard right now at 31-7 in this second quarter with 1:29 to play, you would think, how in the world was it just 3 points total in the first quarter? 3-0 Oak Grove after one. Eli Fulcher's 48-yard field goal put them on top, and the Grizzlies have not looked back. They had a 10-7 lead. They've scored the last 21 points. First and 15. Snap to Phillips. Escapes right. Off his back foot. In trouble. Swung down. Daniel Honeycutt, sack time. Back at the 8-yard line. Timeout, Oak Grove. And they'll have another one. So one timeout apiece left. A huge loss on the play. Ledford will need nearly the 35-yard line. The next snap will come off the 8.
And if that 91-yard Randall Cunningham front stat wasn't good enough for you.
1:17 to play here in the second quarter. 31-7. Oak Grove feeling comfortable today are the Grizzlies, and tonight's broadcast proudly sponsored by Mantle Realty, your hometown real estate experts. Whether you're buying, selling, or just need the advice, Mantle Realty, they've got you covered. Visit mantlerealty.com to get started today. 81 seconds to play in the second quarter. 31-7 Oak Grove. Second and 23 for the Panthers. Zach Linfield here with you from the Den on homecoming night. From their own 8-yard line. Phillips crouched in a stance, takes a snap, gives to McClendon running left side. He is tackled, swallowed up by the Grizzlies, and a timeout from head coach Rob Creason. 4 yards on the carry from McClendon where Bird wrapped him up and brought him down. And Oak Grove is looking for a potential dagger heading into halftime. with 1:13 showing on the second quarter clock and a full moon roaring above the den. A whiteout for Ledford on the far sideline. Their band dressed in all black. All their student section packed to the brim is in all whites. The Panthers, the football team, following suit, but the Grizzlies on homecoming night dressed in all black in front of a blackout crowd here in Midway. It will be 3rd and 23 for Ledford. Oak Grove is eyeing getting the football back with about 45 seconds left on the clock in the second quarter. The idea for Ledford here would be to keep the ball on the ground and just try to bleed the clock out. Oak Grove is out of timeouts. 3rd and 23 from the Panther 11-yard line. Phillips in the shotgun, takes the snap, delayed handoff left side. McClendon ran right into the Grizzlies defense. Daniel Honeycutt was sitting there waiting for him, and with 1 minute to go in the second quarter, it is 4th and 20 and beyond for Ledford. So now you figure, if you are the Grizzlies, you will put the pressure on kicker Ronaldo Ontiveros. Chris Doby, the head coach for Ledford, looks like he's ready to call timeout as soon as the play clock reaches 1. Which, if you timed it up right now, would put the game clock at 24 seconds. There's the timeout, and 24.7 on the clock. So now it's time to see what Jared Rolfus, Rob Creason, and this Grizzly offense has dialed up. If they cannot get to Ronaldo Ontiveros. The Grizzlies special teams unit blocked a field goal in their win last week against North Davidson. And Oak Grove had their own punt blocked, so it was a pendulum of results on special teams for the Grizzlies. However, on 4th down and 21, Ledford's got it at their own 13-yard line with their offense still standing on the football field with Ronaldo Ontiveros off to the side. Their 6'5" left-legged kicker. So the Grizzlies out of the huddle and onto the field they go with pretty much speed everywhere on the special teams unit. Cam Kennedy, Jaden Bowler are the 2 deep at the 50-yard line. And Ronaldo Ontiveros is out to punt. 31-7 Oak Grove, looking to twist the knife a little bit here in the second quarter. 24.7 seconds to go. Grizzlies show a massive rush. Snap to Ontiveros. Rush is on. The kick is off. And Ontiveros got it to Jaden Bowler at the 37-yard line. So 17.8 seconds. 7 seconds came off the clock there on the punt. The Grizzlies nearly got to it. They'll mark it at the 36-yard line. Bowler was able to wait for it and make the catch. No timeouts for Oak Grove. To the line of scrimmage they come from the 36-yard line on a fresh set. Treadway in the shotgun. Williams to his left. Low and outside snap Treadway. Back from the gun. Throws it. Caught. Giantasio inside the 10 and out of bounds at the 7-yard line. There was nobody close to Anthony Giantasio, and a 31-7 lead could balloon with 10.6 to play in the second quarter. Here come the Grizzlies to the line of scrimmage. Offensive coordinator Jared Rolfus signals the play in. Snap, Treadway, fakes it, reverse, right side. No one's going to touch Sam Bennett. Touchdown untouched with 3.1 seconds to play. Executed to perfection for the Grizzlies, and the lead is way up to 37-7. A jet reverse to Sam Bennett. And in back-to-back years, Bennett has rushing touchdowns for the Grizzlies against Ledford. Insult to injury in the second quarter against the rivals from down the street. Snap from Vinoy, hold from Bell. Line drive kick is good from Eli Fulcher. And it is 38-7 Oak Grove, and there's still 3 seconds to play in the half. This is the definition of a dominating first half for the Grizzlies. Both teams in their huddles on their sidelines with a 38-7 Oak Grove lead. Who would have thought at this point in the game, after a 3-0 first quarter lead for Oak Grove, that we would be sitting here looking at 31 points between these two squads. We discussed it in the pregame that Ledford's defense has been susceptible to allowing points this season. 63 points they allowed in their loss against Central Davidson. And Oak Grove is at 38 already tonight. Albeit adding insult to injury just a little bit here at the end of the half, with Oak Grove also getting the football to start the second half. Keon Collier, Seth Wiley to return for Ledford. Eli Fulcher points left, points right, runs up to the football and kicks it away. And there's another flag down. Who would have thought that with 3.1 seconds to go in the half, we'd have another penalty flag? It's offsides on the kickoff against Oak Grove. And they'll re-kick from the 35-yard line. Homecoming festivities about set to get underway here at the Den. Homecoming dance, of course, tomorrow in the gymnasium behind us. 38-7, Oak Grove, 3.1 seconds to play in the first half. After the offside penalty, Eli Fulcher replicates, and he kicks a short kick. Onside is recovered at the 49-yard line by Braden Varner. And the kick will officially take us to the end of the first half. Seemed like 3.1 seconds was a lot to come off for that short play. And I believe the officials will discuss this quickly. Oak Grove is ready to head to the left end zone and call it a half. However, Ledford is arguing that there should be more time on the clock, and there likely should be. So from midfield, it'll be first down for Ledford. With how much time, however, is the question. Yeah, they'll say only a second there came off the clock. 2.1 seconds remaining here in the half. No timeouts for either side. So this is likely a situation of how far could Cason Phillips throw the football? Can he get it 50-plus yards to the end zone? So from midfield, first down and 10 for Ledford. Widely motions left to right. Snap to Phillips, gives around left end to McClendon. Runs right into the Grizzlies. The horn sounds at the 48-yard line. Tackle made there by a bunch of Grizzlies, including Kyle Wagner. And that will do it for the first half of play here at Oak Grove on homecoming night. 38-7. Oak Grove piles it on with 35 points in the second quarter to take a dominating lead over their rivals from Ledford. 38-7, the halftime score. 17 minutes on the halftime clock on the Oak Grove Audio Network.
Coach. 35-second quarter.
Oak Grove. After halftime, the Grizzlies set to get the football when we return here in just a moment. But first, the head coach, Rob Creason.
Coach, 35-second quarter points. It was all foot on the gas there in the second quarter. What worked right for you guys?
Our offensive line got going. They came out with a lot of emotion to begin the game, but as the game kind of went on, we settled in and did what we were supposed to do, and ended up making a lot of big plays there in the second half. Got a lot of guys involved, and that was fun to see. But obviously we got to stay focused, got to finish the game.
Big lead heading into the second half. Might we see some of these guys that maybe don't get into the game as often?
That is the absolute plan. We want everybody to get in. We want everybody to have fun. Everybody has a role on our team throughout Monday through Friday. So for that to happen, our guys got to stay focused. We got to get to where we want to be.
Coach, thank you.
Appreciate it. Bear down.
38-7 Oak Grove after one half of play on rivalry night in the Mid-Piedmont Conference. The Ledford Panthers are in town, and boy, were they shell-shocked throughout the second quarter. It was a 3-0 Oak Grove lead until the second quarter. Demons, they shocked Ledford once again, a second consecutive week that their defense has been a sort of Swiss cheese in the second quarter. 5 Oak Grove touchdowns to their name, including 2 long ones for Carson Williams. To add insult to injury, the Grizzlies will get the football to start the second half. They deferred their choice to the second half at the opening coin flip. A blackout crowd here at the Den on homecoming night. Second consecutive year that Oak Grove has hosted a rival for their homecoming night. Last season it was North Davidson, a blowout win over the Black Knights, who they beat last week 17-0. And tonight it is Ledford, a team that they beat 41-7 a year ago. Ledford's homecoming night. It is worth noting how porous the defense for Ledford has been so far throughout this season. 38-7 Oak Grove as we start the second half of play. Keeping an eye on the total number of 63 points that Ledford surrendered in their loss to Central Davidson 2 weekends ago. As far as records go back to the fall of 2004, never had Ledford yielded 60 points in the regular season until October the 4th against the Spartans. I mean, the last time that the Panthers allowed 60 or more points, the 2013 playoffs at Hickory Ridge in the second round of the North Carolina State Tournament. 69 points they allowed that night. So place kicker Graham Mitchell, the junior right-legged kicker for the Panthers, has the ball set up at the 40-yard line, about a yard inside the right hash mark. Ready for play, looking at an onside kick. There it is. He boots the kick across midfield, and Daniel Honeycutt high points it at the 47-yard line. And to start the second half, the Grizzlies in excellent field position, 53 yards away from the touchdown. The last score for the Grizzlies, an 8-yard rush from Sam Bennett, his second score of the night. With 3.1 seconds to play in the first half. So here are the Grizzlies on 1st down and 10 from their own 47-yard line. 2 running backs flanking Treadway in the shotgun. There's the snap, give up the middle. Barnes is wrestled down back at the 45-yard line. They'll give him forward progress at the 46, but the Panthers pursued well on that play. 2nd down and 11 coming up for Oak Grove. So back to the line of scrimmage go the black-clad Grizzlies on their first drive of the second half. 2 receivers split wide left, a 2nd and 11 snap. Treadway gives up the middle. Carson Williams shedding defenders to midfield, and he's going to be piled up there before he's taken down. The Panthers all there to pile up on Williams. Will bring up 3rd down and 7 for Oak Grove. We are getting extremely close to the landmark for Oak Grove to stay undefeated, which is 30 rushes in a ball game. When the offense runs the ball 30 or more times, they average 280 yards per night and 32 points. The 3rd and 7 snap, Treadway guns it right. It is caught for a 1st down, real close to the marker and taken down at the Ledford 43 Boy, that's as close as it gets, and it's the first catch for Damon Johnson in 3 weeks, and the Oak Grove offense moves the chains. 7th catch of the season, he goes over 100 yards. Tight slots in the formation for the Grizzlies on first down from the 43, leading 38-7. Snap, Treadway, give middle. Williams across the 40, jitterbugs away, 35-yard line, puts his hand on his offender's back, and he's taken down at the 28-yard line of Ledford. First down for Oak Grove. That one goes for 16 and a Grizzly first down. Moving the ball at will are the Grizzlies, pouncing inside Panther territory. Treadway to his line of scrimmage. Now backpedals, settles at his landmark, takes the snap, fakes the give, option left. He fakes the pitch. He's wrestled down back at the 31-yard line. Silvestri there to make the tackle. Stride for stride there was the Ledford defense. Loss of 3 on the play, 2nd down and 13. With Carson Williams on the sideline. Clap in the snap. Treadway picks it up off the ground, throws left side to Bennett across the 25, and he somehow stays in bounds. How does the kid do it? To the 22. He's shy of the first down by 3 yards, but it'll bring up a much more manageable 3rd down and 3. Gain of 11 on the play for Sam Bennett. I mean, the kid is just like a rocket. Sam Bennett is 5'10", 175, but all the speed in the world. 3rd down and a little more than 3. Treadway turns around to his left. Counterclockwise, looks to the sideline. Jared Rolfes signals in a new play call on 3rd down and a short 4, long 3. Treadway has the snap, back to throw, spins it right. Damon Johnson caught again, inside the 10, still fighting for yards down to the Panther 5-yard line. 17 yards on the pitch and catch from Grayson Treadway to Damon Johnson. And it's first down and goal for the Grizzlies with 9:34 and rolling away here in the 3rd quarter. Eyeing a rolling clock here in the 2nd half. Glenn motions left to right. Treadway the snap, middle give. Barnes is hit and taken down. Braden Varner shot through to make the play for the Panthers. A loss of a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd down and goal from the 4-yard line of Ledford. Crowd filing in nicely to their seats after halftime. 38-7 lead for Oak Grove, 9 minutes even to play in the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down and goal from the 4-yard line. Treadway in the offense. They peer over to the near side. Jared Rolfes signals a new play call in. Treadway to the line of scrimmage, now backpedals with 6 on the play clock. Motion man is Glenn, right to left. Treadway the snap, keeps it right. Treadway tucks his shoulder and points the football toward the end zone. That's an Oak Grove touchdown from 4 yards out. Grayson Treadway, a rushing score. His 4th rushing touchdown of the season. And the new score is 44-7, Grizzlies. No problem moving the ball down the field. They forced 1 3rd down, did the Panthers, and the Grizzlies convert the 3rd and 3 on a short pitch and catch to Damon Johnson. The extra point is up and good from Eli Fulcher out of the hold from Ricky Bell. And the Grizzlies lead is 45-7 with 8:37 to play in the 3rd quarter. Stepping aside for just a few moments on the Oak Grove Audio Network. 7:16 to play third quarter. It is 45-7 Oak Grove on homecoming night in front of a blackout crowd here at the Den. Plus territory after the Ontiveros punt at the 42-yard line of Ledford. Treadway the gun, the clap in the snap, fakes the pitch, runs it middle, tucks it inside the 40, and then is suplexed down by Braden Varner at the 38-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play. 2nd down and 6 coming up for the Grizzlies. Getting real close to that offensive landmark that we discussed pregame with head coach Rob Creason. When this offense runs the ball 30 or more times, they average 280 yards per night and 32 points. So far, they're at 45. They lead 45-7 with 6:45 to play in the third. Snap to Treadway. Long give. Williams cuts up the middle, away from the defense inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. Touchdown, saving tackle for Gunnar Broom, the captain along this Ledford defense. The Grizzlies looking to add on even more. From the 27, 1st down snap to Treadway. Fakes the give, pitches left. Williams slices through defenders and then is taken down at the line of scrimmage at the 47. Pardon, the 27-yard line. 42, Silvestri made the tackle. Second and 9 for the Grizzlies. Treadway in the gun. Guns it left, caught by Bennett across the 25, and he gazelles out of bounds at the 24-yard line. Parton pushed him out. It'll be 3rd down and 5 for the Grizzlies. With the ball marked at the 24. Hash mark left side. They'll send Kennedy right, they'll send Glenn right. Sam Bennett, the lone receiver, to the left side of the offense. 2 running backs join Grayson Treadway back in the shotgun on 3rd and 5 from the 24. The clap in the snap. Treadway back, arches it right. It is incomplete. He left it short of Jaden Glenn. Boy, I will tell you what. Cam Kennedy was wide open down the right sideline, and Grayson Treadway had his eyes traced on Jaden Glenn the entire way on that pass play. It'll bring up 4th down and 6. And a field goal opportunity from 41 yards for Eli Fulcher, his 2nd of the night. So from 41 yards, it's Eli Fulcher. Drew Vanoy to snap. Ricky Bell will hold it. And Fulcher to kick it out of Bell's hold. The extension from the right arm. Snap is good, hold is good. Kick is up, and just like practice, that kick is good. The new score, Oak Grove 48, Ledford 7. Oak Grove is now 15 points away from the most points Ledford has allowed all season. And with 5:43 to play in the third quarter, 48-7 is the lead for Oak Grove on the Oak Grove Audio Network. In this third, it has been every little bit of a dominant night for Oak Grove, debuting their new black uniforms, and boy, is it a sharp look for the Grizzlies. For the first time, they painted the OG Interlock logo at midfield a black color with their grizzly blue and white trim around it, with the numbers at midfield painted in the grizzly blue and the goal line at G painted in the blue as well. A dominant 48-7 lead. 5:43 to play third quarter. Ledford set to get it back after the Eli Fulcher 41-yard boot to give the Grizzlies this 41-point lead. There's the run-up and the kick from Fulcher. A line drive kick that saucers into the end zone and lands pinpointed inside the front pylon. So they'll take it out for a touchback from the 20-yard line. So here comes the Ledford offense, led by their quarterback, Kason Phillips, who has had a tough night, not because of his ability to throw the ball, but because of the inability for the receivers to catch the ball. It's been that kind of night, and the drop bug has significantly plagued this Panther defense. Running back Dalen McClendon is to his right. Long runs of 15, 19, and 24 last week. None of over 10 this week. Snap. Phillips, right side keeper, taken down back at the 15-yard line by Daniel Honeycutt. Nothing doing for the Panther quarterback. They'll give him progress at the 16, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 for the Panthers. Ledford scored 51 total touchdowns a year ago, but none of the players that scored any of those touchdowns are still on this team. New quarterback, Shea Ragland was their quarterback a year ago. Top receiver Cameron Walker has moved on. And of course the stud Alex Sanford. 2nd down and 14 snap. Quick throw to the left side across the 40 and up to, across the 20 and up to the 25. And the 30-yard line goes their best receiver, Adam Greer. Jackson Oaks out there to make the stop for Oak Grove. 3rd and 1 for the Panthers. Snap, Phillips fakes the give, keeps it middle, got a first down across the 30 and up to the 33-yard line. 48-7, Oak Grove, 4:41 to play in the third quarter. Definition of a stomping so far tonight for Oak Grove. In the shotgun, quarterback Kason Phillips just ran for a first down. Clapp in the snap to him, fakes the give, 3-step drop, arches it deep left side, got a man out there, but it is tipped and incomplete. Jaden Bowler tried to high point it for the Grizzlies, and Seth Wiley was the target, but again, Phillips left it short of number 4, and 3 drops for Wiley and 2 short throws from Kason Phillips. That connection has been anywhere but there tonight for Ledford. 2nd down and 10 from their own 34. Ledford scored 51 total scores a year ago. None of the players that scored any of those touchdowns are still on this team. Kason Phillips, the new quarterback. Shea Ragland, the quarterback a year ago. Cameron Walker has now moved on. Snap, Phillips, quick throw, left side, caught Greer, steps back to the 40 and has a first down up to the 43-yard line. Just north of 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. One more Oak Grove score would put this at a running clock the rest of the way. 48-7, Grizzlies. So 1st and 10 for Ledford from their own 43-yard line. Phillips in the gun, McClendon set up behind him. Snap, fake, throw, right side. That is caught by Talon Beam at the 45-yard line. Runs backwards to the 43. And instead of a 5-yard pickup, it's none for the Panthers. So Malik Hairston and Daniel Honeycutt were caught in a blender there. Talon Beam, all he had to do was keep his eyes upfield and start running, and instead he backpedaled and did a little back juke and brought himself back to the original line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and 10. Phillips, the shotgun, the snap, McClendon, flea flicker, back in the pocket. Phillips throws off his back foot, and it is hauled in somehow by Greer inside the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. Reminiscent of the old Auburn and Georgia throw down the field, where I believe it was Nick Marshall, the quarterback for the old Tigers. Looked like the exact same catch. It just was bobbled, but he didn't score. Snap, Phillips running left side. McClendon inside the 15 and close to the 10-yard line, brought down at the 11. That last snap came off the 21. Or parted. Scoreboard's got it wrong. At the 16-yard line that snap came off of. So at the 11, it's 2nd down and 5. Ledford looking to sniff the end zone for the 2nd time tonight. Dalen McClendon has a rushing score from 8 yards out. On 2nd down and 5. 2 receivers split wide right, 1 left, up back to the right. Snap, Phillips, boots right, throws off balance towards the end zone. It is caught. Is he in, though, is the question. Touchdown, Ledford. Talon Beam. And the lead has been cut to 48-13. That's a well-strung together drive there by the Panthers. A little trickery, keeping the ball on the ground, and allowing their quarterback to throw the ball down the field even after the short throw to Seth Wiley. They'll keep the offense out there for a 2-pointer. Coons motions left to right, snap to Phillips, escapes right, throws short. It is picked off by the Grizzlies at the goal line. It is Jaden Bowler coming away with it at the 3, but it is just a no-good attempt for Ledford to keep the score 48-13. The Grizzlies still dominating this one with 2:17 to play in the 3rd quarter on the Oak Grove Audio Network. New score is 48-13 after the Ledford score. Quarterback Kason Phillips connecting with Talon Beam for his first score of conference play, and now it's kicking time for the junior kicker Graham Mitchell. Little pooch kick up the middle of the field that is taken in by the Grizzlies. Running to the left side is Raekwon Fleming. He reverses the field to the 40-yard line, to the 45 across midfield. Lots of space across the 45 and out of bounds at about the 42-yard line of Ledford. And for the 5th time tonight, Oak Grove will start in plus territory. They have been given plenty of early Halloween candy on October the 18th in the form of field position tonight. And the Grizzlies have officially gone to the B team. Head coach Rob Creason mentioned in the halftime interview we would see a ton of the backups here in the 2nd half getting reps. Tristan Stiers, the quarterback, takes the snap, gives to Atkins through the middle of the defense, and taken down at the 38-yard line of the Panthers. Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6. Tackle made by linebacker Garrett Parton. So 2nd down and 6 on tap for the Grizzlies. They've got plenty of new bodies in there. Caleb Tuttle is in the game. Tristan Stiers, the quarterback. Blake Atkins, the running back. Snap, Stiers, give middle. Atkins across the 30. There he goes, exploding through the secondary and tripped up. Man, oh man, he was 1 foot away from daylight. Taken down at the Ledford 10. You got to give him the rock again. They've got the chain set on 1st down. Also worth noting, Tyson Harris is into the game for the first time today. Lined up with the numbers on the left side. The lefty Stiers in the shotgun. Tuttle motions. Snap, Stiers. Same exact inside zone give. Atkins being wrestled to the ground after a loss of a yard, or a gain of a yard. It'll bring up 2nd down and goal from the Ledford at 9-yard line. We're inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. From the Panther 9-yard line, Stiers brings the troops to the line of scrimmage, quickly backpedals, got plenty of time on the play clock, and a whistle is out. A Panther is running off the field. Sean Shively is off and onto the field. comes Vaden Keene, senior lineman at 5'6". Looked like an equipment issue for Shively from the 9-yard line. Second down snap, Stiers fakes the give, keeps it around right side. Stiers evades one and runs out of bounds. The clock will keep running as he is forced out of bounds. Well done to stay there by Seth Wiley. They'll bring up third down and goal now from about the 10-yard line. We'll mark it at the 11. And with the clock running and Stiers not fully out of bounds, they will peacefully take this to the end of the third quarter, and fours will go up at the Den. 48-13, the lead for Oak Grove as they look to close out another rivalry win against Ledford to win their 16th straight consecutive contest and their 6th straight here in 2024. 48-13, the score against Ledford as we open quarter number 4 on the Oak Grove Audio Network. Inside the Mantle Realty Red Zone. Good time to remind you that tonight's broadcast is sponsored by Mantle Realty. Hometown real estate experts. Whether you're buying, selling, or just need the advice, Mantle Realty is right to cover. MantleRealty.com. Get started. 48-13. Oak Grove looking to add on. Stiers back in the shotgun. He's got the snap. Long flip left side, and buried in the backfield is Atkins. Man, that play was going nowhere, and an ill-advised pitch there from Tristan Stiers back to the 18-yard line. That lost 7 yards. Garrett Parton was right there to make the tackle. It was like he was baiting Tristan Stiers to pitch it into the chest of Atkins. And Blake was taken down for a loss of 7 yards. So they'll call on Eli Fulcher one more time. 36-yard attempt for the kicker. 2 for 2 so far tonight. Drew Vanoy will snap. It'll be out of the hold of Ricky Bell. Snap is down. It is up, and it is good. And Eli Fulcher, once again, he is 3 for 3 tonight, proving why this kid should have the opportunity to kick at the college ranks. So Oak Grove now over 50 points. Just laying it on Ledford here tonight. The season high in points for Oak Grove. It beats 45 a few weeks ago when they beat Ashboro on the road. And for Ledford, the second most points they have allowed through this season. They've allowed 63 points at home against Central Davidson. They allowed 42 points on the road at East Davidson, 35 at West Davidson, and 35 against Montgomery Central a week ago at home. So this now marks the second highest point total that they have surrendered this year. There is 11:08 on the clock here in the fourth quarter. We'll still see majority starters for Ledford. It is a short bench on their far side. So a running back switch this week for Ledford from Braden Varner, who on film was their starting running back for nearly 3/4 of the loss against Montgomery Central. Dalen McClendon has handled the majority of the duties tonight after performing well in the fourth quarter of their loss against the Timberwolves. Eli Fulcher set to kick it away from the 40. His end-over-end kick will land about 2 yards deep in the end zone for a touchback. Poor Seth Wiley, man. It is not the kid's night. Another drop. This time it's on the kickoff. He has been guilty for 3 drops tonight. Offensively, he's played well defensively, but another drop this time on the kickoff. Grind of the season, visit Grind Daily Coffee. This Oak Grove broadcast is brewed by Grind Daily Coffee. Come on down to Grind Daily Coffee in Midway for 10% off your order with the mention of this Saturday. Just tell them Zach sent you. From smoothies to espresso, make Grind Daily Coffee your go-to stop today. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Snap to Phillips, give middle. McClendon wrestling forward in a pile-up. He picks up maybe 2 or 3 yards on the play to the 22-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8 for Ledford. Last second movement of the football makes it 2nd and 7. In a night that is all Oak Grove on homecoming night in front of a blackout crowd. Now look at this movement from Ledford. All 4 linemen outside of the center, swinging gate to the left. Phillips takes a snap, quick throw to the right side against the numbers. It is complete to Talon Beam, and he is chopped down. Nice play out there, short of the 30-yard line at the 28. Jaden Hamilton, the Grizzly defender, to make the play. 3rd down and 2 coming up, same exact formation. 2 skill position players left, 4 offensive linemen left. The center, Jesus Guevara, hovering over the football with 2 skill position players right. Snap, Phillips, 3-step drop, penalty flag down. Phillips is gonna throw it, arches it deep, it is caught. There goes Tyson Chavis, 40, 30, inside the 25. Stiff arms and is taken down by the number 8 on the back of his jersey. However, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Panthers are still standing inside the 35-yard line. What should be an illegal formation against Ledford. (51-13) Oak Grove. 9:52 to play in the fourth quarter. And they absolutely bring this one back. The penalty is for an illegal formation. For the most part, the student section, which has filed out early in most home games so far this season, is still here. A blackout crowd on homecoming. 3rd down and 8, and the special formation sticks for Ledford. Phillips, the snap, throws it left to the 20-yard line, to the 25, and taken down is Greer, which will be well shy of a 1st down, and we'll see if they just keep the offense on the field. They will. 4 yards shy of the 1st down marker. And a 30-second timeout is called, as it looks like Jonathan Campusano is ailing a little bit here on the Grizzly sideline. 9:25 to play in the fourth quarter. The score, Oak Grove 51, Ledford 13 on rivalry night on homecoming. They continue to check on Campusano. Ledford makes a slow walk back to their sideline. And an injury timeout for the time being as they look at the Grizzly defensive lineman. With the new uniforms, these numbers are relatively difficult to see. You would think that's Jonathan Campusano, based off of his defensive lineman position on the roster. There is a 64, however, Dalen Richardson, 5'9" senior, but he's listed as an offensive lineman per designation. So you'd think that would be Campusano, who's down in the field, who routinely participates on defense. So this Ledford team is not quite the same team that we have seen in years past. They're without their best player, Alex Sanford, who graduated a year ago and is now at Mars Hill College. 2,113 yards rushing a year ago. Just incredible numbers, 32 touchdowns, 10 games with over 100 yards. He is Ledford's all-time leading rusher and will likely never be touched. 4,652 total yards for Sanford. Now at Mars Hill in Western North Carolina, Division II program. 4th down and 4, 51-13 Oak Grove, 9:25 to play fourth quarter. Case and Phillips in the shotgun. McClendon to his right. Swinging gate formation for Ledford. 4 offensive linemen and 3-point stances out in front of the Oak Grove sideline. Snap! Ball's on the ground. Case and Phillips wasn't ready for it, and Oak Grove has got the football. As if the night couldn't go any worse for Ledford, Oak Grove has got the ball again in plus territory at the 25-yard line. Mistake after mistake for this Ledford team, man. Another Grizzly gimps off the field, Keegan Baker. And what will likely be one of our final media timeouts of the night. So 51-13 is the score, 9:15 to play in the fourth quarter. It is all Grizzlies on Blackout Night on Homecoming on the Oak Grove Audio Network. (51-13) Oak Grove, fourth quarter. 9:15 to play. Oak Grove's taking over after the Phillips fumble. Stiers takes a snap, gives up the middle. There goes Fleming, and he's taken down at about the line of scrimmage. He'll actually lose 2 yards on the play back to the 27. Tackle made by Varner for Ledford. 2nd down and 12 coming up. And another blowout at the hands of Ledford this season. 41-7 a year ago. 51-13 so far tonight. 3 field goals for Eli Fulcher. Couple of scores from Carson Williams. 2 scores for Sam Bennett. Anthony Giantasio has a touchdown reception. A touchdown carry for Giantasio. Stiers backpedals into the shotgun on 2nd and 12. Two running backs join him in the backfield. Snap, Stiers gives, middle, Atkins across the 25 and down to the 23-yard line. The kid can just feel like he's going to break one as he spirals the ball back to the referee. In frustration, pounded the ground. It's 3rd down and 8 for Oak Grove from the 23. So another week for Carson Williams with over 100 yards on the ground. That is number 6 on the season for K-Dub. He's gone well over 700 yards on the ground this season, likely over 800, and now has 15 total touchdowns on about 100 carries. 3rd and 8, Stiers a snap. Give, right side, Fleming around the corner, outside the numbers, to the 20, to the 18, to the 17-yard line. Braden Varner out there to make the stop again for Ledford, who again we figured we would see as the starting running back tonight for the Panthers. However, it has been all Dalen McClendon for the Panthers. 4th and a long 3 for Oak Grove. A long look over to the sideline. 15 on the play clock. Grizzlies got to start moving. Fleming and Atkins, the running backs, joining Stiers back in the shotgun. Under 10 on the play clock. Stiers in the offense got to go. 4-man front for Ledford on 4th down and 3 with 3 seconds, with 2 seconds. Snap. Stiers gives middle. Atkins hits, still fighting forward. Will he get the first down? Yes, he will. He fought for it down to the 13. It's a first down for Oak Grove. So another one for Oak Grove with 6:45 to play in the 4th. How much clock can they run off? Will they still have the football? At this point, you'd figure Ledford wants to just get out of here with as many healthy players as they can. For the most part tonight, they've stayed healthy. They were without Cole Davis tonight. They were without Markel Marshall tonight. But 2 players that do play roles in their offense, but not significant ones. Stiers from the shotgun on 1st and 10 from the 13. Stiers gives up the middle. Atkins again, taken down at the 15-yard line. Loss of 2. Mason Scott was there for the TFL. 2nd down and 12 for Oak Grove. We're coming down to it here on homecoming night. Stiers in the offense, they hesitate, and they wait some more for the play call to be sent in on 2nd down and 12 from the Ledford 15. Stiers back in the gun. He's set and comfortable. Claps his hands, takes the snap, fakes the give. No, Atkins does have it inside the 15, crawling down towards the 12-yard line, and Stiers faked everybody, including me, back to the original line of scrimmage and maybe picked up a yard for 3. 3rd and 9 for Oak Grove. Well, they'll be marked at the Ledford 12. It's been a stalemate between these two, a tug of war at this position. 38-point lead for Oak Grove. Their largest win of the season was 37 in week 1 against Southwest Guilford on the road. From the 12, Stiers the snap. Atkins around the right side, outside the numbers 5. Touchdown, Blake Atkins. The kid's got his first. And Oak Grove's lead has ballooned to 44 points. Another opportunity for Eli Folger to pooch one through. And let me tell you what, they're going to be banging that drum for a while. 57-13, add another one. 58-13. Oak Grove has dominated from start to finish in this game. And let me tell you something. They didn't get the wheels oiled up until the start of the 2nd quarter. And when they did, boy, was it some kind of hot rod for this team. 3-0 at the end of the 1st quarter. Eli Folger's 48-yard field goal put the Grizzlies on top of the Panthers. They then ripped off 35 points in the 2nd quarter, outscoring the Panthers 35-7 in the 2nd. And it's been all smooth highway from there. No potholes, no rumble strips, just highway and smooth pavement for the Grizzlies. We've hit a timeout, 58-13, 4:38 to play 4th quarter at the Grove on the Oak Grove Audio Network. Eli Folger set to kick it away for the Grizzlies 58-13, the lead for Oak Grove. 4:38 to play, fourth quarter. And the Grizzlies proving they deserve to be in the top 50 in the state, that's for sure at this point. Their one loss on the season back at West Forsyth, the second week of the year, 36-10, where they faced an hour-plus delay against the Titans. And their quarterback, Riley Horton, laid it on them. Ever since then, it's been nothing but W's. Seth Wiley catches it 1 yard deep, and that's a touchback. They'll take it out to the 20-yard line, and that is where the Panthers will start on offense. A rough night, to say the least, for the Panther offense, and 3 quarters of tough defense for Ledford. Their offense never really got it going outside of the long drive and score for Dalen McClendon from 8 yards out. That was to make it 10-7 in a tight ball game. The defense was superb to start the game. Snap, Phillips, give, left side, McClendon running left, outside the 20, puts a shoulder down at the 25, and then is ripped down. So 25 gets across the 25 and is up to the 29-yard line. Gain of 9 for McClendon on first down. It brings up 2nd and 1. Ran directly into Malik Hairston. Dylan Anderson now orchestrating the offense. Snap, Phillips pitches it right side to Wiley. Splits defenders, he's not going to be caught. Across the 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Ledford. Wow. 71 yards on a jet sweep, like they're playing NCAA 25. An unstoppable play in that game. Let me tell you that. 58-19. Ledford has scored their 3rd touchdown of the day on a 71-yard scamper. All it took was one split of the defense on the far sideline for Seth Wiley, and he took it the distance for 6. Ledford looking to add on a 2-point conversion. 58-19. Phillips in the shotgun. McClendon offset to his right. Clapp in the snap. He's back, looks, throws left side. It is caught by Greer. He is in for the conversion. Beat Hairston over on the left side. It was a zig route from Greer, and their freak athlete, who will be a game changer next year when these two teams meet in Ledford or in Thomasville. He's going to have to watch his team bust back tonight with a loss, however. This lead is insurmountable at this point of this ballgame. 37 points Oak Grove leads by. They had 38 points scored at halftime. 38-7 was the lead for Oak Grove at the break. And they have dominated this ballgame after the first quarter, where they led 3-0. The touchdown to provide some separation to start the second quarter was Grayson Treadway to Sam Bennett, an 18-yard strike. Fans, parents, students, everyone beginning to file out here at the Grove with 1:49 to play and the clock still melting here in the fourth quarter. As Graham Mitchell sets the ball up on the tee. And is ready to kick it away. Will there be another onside kick? 90 seconds to go and still melting away. A squib kick down the middle of the field. Lands right into the chest plate of Cam Kennedy. Angles right 35, takes a knee at the 37. It was a dangerous play for him to make. Tackle made by Collier, was at least in the area. We'll give him credit for the tackle. So from the 39-yard line, 1:03, and the clock is still rolling with the result of this ball game. 58-21. Oak Grove's going to win this one. A snap or two more, and Oak Grove will go to 7-1 and 3-0 in conference play. They'll send Ledford to 3-5. And their record to 0-3 in the conference. 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. Stiers takes a snap. Down to his right knee goes the lefty. And that'll do it. We're inside 30 seconds. Oak Grove has swept the rivalries this year, 17-0 against North Davidson a week ago, and an offensive masterpiece tonight. Not one time did they turn the ball over, and they scored on all but one possession here tonight. Well, two, if you want to take into consideration the knee that Tristan Stiers just took. Two teams will meet at the middle of the field to say job well done as clock strikes 0, and the Grizzlies have won it tonight, 58-21. A dominant victory for the team in the all-black uniforms here tonight. Masterful performance by the Grizzlies and a 7-1 record heading in the next week's matchup at Montgomery Central before a massive one here against Central Davidson to close out the regular season. The Grizzlies obviously in the picture for another conference title. Final score here tonight, 58-21. Oak Grove beats Ledford. For myself, Zach Linfield, final broadcast as an Oak Grove broadcaster. Have accepted a job at the University of Michigan and will be gone this coming week. For Stan Smith, Athletics Director, Head Coach Rob Creason, and all the fellas down on the field putting in the work, 58-21. Final score here tonight at the Den on homecoming night. Students, enjoy it on the Oak Grove Audio Network.